Many scholars believe that the name Moses has Egyptian origins. It is certainly a possibility that this promised land was promised by an Egyptian pharaoh and so-called God, in order to put in place a people to defend against invaders from the east, a people destined to be the gatekeepers of Egypt, a land populated by devout believers, charged with protecting a territory given to them by God. This would surely make them the most dedicated defenders of it. We certainly defend property with more vigor when we think it's ours, and even more so if we believe God has given it to us. You may also consider today's war in Palestine as no different, a people put in place in the precise location to control the surrounding nations which may oppose the West. Who funds Israel? Little has changed. Recent archaeological understanding reveals that the area of Canaan was populated by modest people with a temple that would be destroyed or built by the dominant invading force of the time. No palaces or homes for an aristocratic class. Canaan was a land inhabited by people with simple yet comfortable lives, as those that would be afforded to military families. Contrast this to all the lavish tombs and temples found throughout its neighbor Egypt. Today we find a similar development in Israel, populated by people who have one of the best military forces in the world. Given this perspective, and in light of geopolitical motives, I have created a playlist on this channel called Bible Story. The series recounts Jewish history up to and during the time of Jesus Christ. I think you will find the series interesting. If I may ask, would you please subscribe, as that would help me greatly with this channel. Thanks. By the time of Christ, Rome had put an end to the pharaohs, destroyed the Jewish temple, and made Egypt the personal property of Augustus Caesar. The greatest revolt against Rome is by the Jews, not only of Palestine or Canaan, but throughout the Roman Empire. The historical account of these wars, if seen as political, describes a people in a struggle for dominance within a changing world political landscape. Although presented as a messianic movement, this conflict must have had economic backing, and what better source could there have been than the disenfranchised rulers of Egypt and its Greek counterparts? We tend to leave out the larger fact that it's not only the Jews that have been conquered by Augustus, but the entire Hellenistic realm. The Egyptians, Persians, and Greeks have now come under Roman rule. We will look into Rome's attempt to stop and then adopt this Christian political movement. From the family of the Julian rulers to the takeover in 69 AD by the Flavians under Vespasian, and then on to Titus. Vespasian will end the reign of the Julian Caesars and see an opportunity in adapting the Christian message to the further benefit of his authority. Finally, the firm establishment of Christianity in 325 AD by the Neo-Flavian, Flavius Valerius Constantinus. We know that it was not until the Protestant Reformation that we were permitted to read the Bible in our own language. We discover the New Testament is a revolutionary document which calls for the abolition of the Jewish Roman government, foments individual personal authority, and calls for a new world order. It is understandable that the authorities and its church would not want its people looking closely at the details of this message. There is good reason for rulers to keep the Bible and much of history away from the eyes of the commoners who serve them. Yet the calming aspects of Christianity, its non-violent selfless humility and love of neighbor, are aspects that serve the more violent dominant supermen of our upper classes very well. There is no God, but don't tell that to my servant, lest he murder me at night. Voltaire. How well would it work to be a dominant superman without the multitudes of meek to till the earth? This video is a sample of the playlist called Bible Story that is available on this channel and at median.com. But I also ask for your assistance in construction of a new religion. I believe religion has historically been crafted to serve the political objectives of the ruling class, often reinforcing a master-slave dynamic. Today we need a new kind of religion, one built for the humane existence of all, aligned with democratic principles, and dedicated to achieving equal justice for everyone. If you are interested in this project, please contact me at historyreligionandtruth.com/contact. And if I may ask, would you please subscribe, as that would help me greatly with this channel. Thanks.